Hey, what's up guys? RevDMQ here. Hope you're doing all right. Excited to share a little bit of info about Battlefield 2042 Season 5, which is coming up real soon. Was able to get a look at what's on the horizon with this next season, and I gotta say, this is looking pretty good. In anticipation of New Dawn, the season, I've got some background video, just some B-roll of Zavad 311, and then some other Battlefield 4 gameplay, but really starting with Zavad, showing off the map because the new map coming to Season 5, Reclaimed, is a nod to Zavad. And so just wanted to kind of revisit that map and revisit the gameplay because I do see quite a bit of Battlefield 4 in the new map, in the new gameplay, in the new content, and combined arms, and that's what Season 5 is all about, combined arms, which is truly a classic battle feel. That's what Battlefield has been about since day one. I grew up with Battlefield starting in 1942. It was all about combined arms, vehicles, infantry, ground, air, water. It's been there since day one. And so this feels like Battlefield 4, like classic Battlefield, which is really cool. But a few of the elements coming in Season 5, one of the things that we've been asking for since day one is squad management. Being able to control your squads a little bit more is a welcome feature to Battlefield 2042. You'll be able to join specific squads. You'll be able to create new squads if you want. Still no confirmation that you'll be able to kick people from your squad, which was kind of always nice. I think I understand DICE's position here that they don't want people to be toxic with it. I wonder if there could be like a vote system, like if I don't know, 3 out of the 4 people that are in your squad say they don't want to have this person on your squad, then you could have a vote system to eliminate somebody from your squad. But maybe the workaround for that is if you don't like who's in your squad, then you just create a new squad with your friends, and then you have the people on your team that you wanted, people in your squad that you wanted. So there might be a backdoor to getting the people into your squad that you want, even without the kick feature. But back to the new map, Reclaimed. This is a nod to Zavad, and you've seen the trailer, I'm sure, at this point. I'm not going to kind of go into all the specifics in the map because that's not really exciting to me. And I think that you can see a lot of it in the trailer, and there are other folks who've talked about that content. Instead, I just want to point out a few things. Number one, I think the graffiti is amazing. The art design in this season looks phenomenal, and this map looks it looks war-torn and beautiful. It's crazy. It's cool. I love the graffiti. And also, I'll add this Flag B1, the purple flowers on the ground. There's a flag there there are purple flowers on the ground, and it just looks like Firestorm to me. It just feels like, oh, what could have been. So I'm really excited to jump into Flag B1 and roll around in the wildflowers like my Firestorm days. New weapons coming with Battlefield 2042 Season 5. There's the XCE bar, which is it's a bolt action rifle. If you're a sniper, you'll probably love that. There's the GEW 46, which is a nod to the G36C. This will be my go-to. I love a good AR, and that G36 was, that was bae. I loved it, and I'm looking forward to getting my hands on the GEW 40. And then the BFP, the big freaking pistol, the Deagle, we all know what it is, and we're looking forward to getting our hands on that high caliber pistol. I'm sure we're going to see some ridiculous shots and ridiculous moments from some of you more accurate players, more accurate than myself, I'll say that. There's also, we saw it's an anti-air weapon. It's called the Phalanx CIWS, also known as the Sea-Wiz. That's that really fast machine gun. That's an anti-ground weapon. That'll be really fun to see what you can do with that big drum. And then also there's new grenades. There's AT grenades, which will be a nice addition. There are mini grenades, which I'm incredibly excited about, the bounce grenades, but the mini grenades were my go-to in Battlefield 4, really for just kind of clearing out an area, moving the enemy out of a position, and creating your own kind of shape the arena into the way you want to play it. Like, you can move enemies around with mini grenades. Might not do all the damage that you want them to do, but you can kind of create the environment you want to fight in with the mini grenades, which is great. But most exciting to me is that the portal weapons are going to be getting new skins and new attachments. That to me is the most exciting. I'm excited to be able to use the 2042 attachments on the vault weapons. That to me just makes complete sense. The final reworked map is being done. That's Hourglass, and they've cut down the distances. You don't have to travel as much. It's more war-torn. There's a lot of stuff going on in there. Other creators have talked more about that. I'm not going to cover that too much. There are new factions. There's a mid-season event we don't know a whole lot about. But something interesting that they said was that this is the final reworked map, and they were intentional to say that this is the final reworked map, that Hourglass 2.0 is the last one that they're going to make. That's a rework map, but they did not say it was the last map. And that to me was telling, and I wonder, could this season indicate that the life cycle of 2042 isn't over just yet, but that now they have done pretty much all they can to make the game playable in the way that it should be playable, that now we'll get new content that they had intended to release? If there's any indication that this is not actually the end of the life cycle of Battlefield 2042, I mean, it's in the name. This is called New Dawn. Battlefield has a history of giving us information with the titles of their DLC or their seasons, but if you remember, Final Stand, Endgame, those were the titles of the final DLC packages in Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4. So are they doing the same thing here with 2042? Now that they've made the game in the state that they want it to be, could they be incorporating all of the additional content that we didn't get because they had to fix the game over the last freaking forever? So I don't know. Obviously I don't know, but to me it could be that they're signaling to the community that they're not done yet with 2042, and I think that's a great thing. I think that's a wonderful thing, and I truly, truly hope that we get a lot more content from 2042 because the game doesn't have to die yet. There's so much opportunity here. There's so much that the game could still be, especially when you consider that the FPS market is just not what it was. And I think that there's also a history of games really turning their life around and becoming incredibly wonderful, incredibly fun, and really living out an incredible life cycle. So I hope that this is not the end for 2042. I hope that they can bring more content because I don't think the game needs to be done yet. Now that it's playable, invest in making it an even more fun and more creative and more beautiful experience for the players. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe if you haven't, if you're new. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you all in the next one. Grace and peace.